You started so young. You were modelling, weren't you, at the age of 3?
Yes, I was.
And then acting as a child. And you had such stratospheric success. I think people are fascinated by why that can then turn so sour. What is the reason, when you're under that much scrutiny and attention, why is it so hard to deal with?
I think also, at the time when I was kind of being hounded by paparazzi and such, it was really the beginning of this kind of era. We didn't have Instagram or Twitter, and everything was just... That was the beginning of all these things starting.
We've met a few times over the years, interviewed a few times, and you've had a rocky ride. Even last year was still quite rocky. So where are you now? Did you feel like you've got to 30, suddenly maturity has slapped you around the face, or how do you feel?
I think really when I turned 30, and I'd always aspired for this, I always said to myself, when I turn 30, that will be the defining moment of what I want to do with my life. And I found a lot of solace in my life and a lot of peace, and kind of reached inside, and I found what I wanted my intentions to be in the world and what really thrives me, and helping other people and focusing on taking control of what I want out of life.
Lots of people, of course, in your position do turn to drink and drugs in order to have a sense of control. And obviously that was a path for you for a while. Do you feel utterly clean now and able to resist that?
I don't think it was ever turning to anything. I think it was just very accessible, and I was, 16, 17, 18, 19, and I'd been working so much, and I'd surrounded myself with probably the wrong people and places and things, and going out and drinking was an easy thing to do. And I didn't really listen to anyone. I didn't listen to anyone. But
you had a chaotic upbringing, family background. It was all very chaotic, wasn't it? Everything around you was chaotic. Do you think that you lacked a bit? But it was like, I mean, not necessarily all bad. Some of it was good chaos, but it was never that sort of calm.
It was comfortable chaos sometimes.
Right. I mean, how would you categorise what you grew up in?
Well, my dad worked on the stock exchange on Wall Street my whole life, and then he went away with Jordan Belfort, so I was growing up in that. Yeah. So I was in that kind of world, and then my mom was taking care of all of us, and that must have been really difficult for her. Well, I know it was. And my escape was acting, and my escape was kind of... I found therapy through acting and singing, and that's where I found like a peace in a way. And then when I had the ability to leave and start my own life is when I should have listened to my mom, gone back home, and just kind of gotten out of Los Angeles, which I haven't been to in so long.
When you see young stars now, whether it's Justin Bieber, whoever it may be, when you see them going through what you went through, can you offer advice, or does everyone have to just go through it?
I just go like this.
Do you?
Just leave LA for a minute.
Do you? Is LA the problem, really?
I think so. I think it just moves so fast there, and it's easier to surround yourself with just any person than it is to be alone. And I noticed there was a point where I didn't want to go out at night or play the kind of game, or so to speak. So I would just stay home and know I lost all my friends because I wasn't fun to them anymore.
Right.
There was no.
And that's quite a lonely revelation, isn't it?
Yeah, but. Also, I think working with Oprah, moving back to New York, really getting back to my roots, really, getting more spiritual, starting to meditate, that really helped me. I found a lot of solace in that.
Did you meditate before coming on this show this morning?
I did with Oprah on the phone last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, before coming to see me, you mean?
I had a call with her last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love Oprah. What did she say to you?
Well, I was like, Oprah's calling.
Oh, go on.
We were just talking about what I'm doing now, and I always check in with her because I really think that her and Ariana Huffington were a big part of me starting to get really deeply into transcendental meditation.
So what did she say to you last night?
She was really proud of me, it was really wonderful because I think she's such a guiding light, and she's like a second mother to me. So I really, I feel really blessed to have her on my speed dial.
Right. And you just call her up, do you?
Yeah.
Wow. You want to give her a call?
I was nervous to talk to you.
But I love Oprah. We've always got... she did my first ever show when I was at CNN as a favour. I always loved her. She's a very generous person.